This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That's reeled in. It's Messer. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
To the air on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Messer. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Right on the money. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Owls are flying down the field. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Henry.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. The run inside. It's Bernard. Finding some room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Right on target this time. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Gators offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, probably play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
They'll go right back to the run. Picks up the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Jones to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They just keep firing. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. With the catch, it's Messer.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now they'll run it to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Sets up the screen. He's out past the 35. Makes a grab and room to run. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing strike.
Makes the catch. It's ball. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with ball. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line.
Snags it and he's open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Owls want to move quickly.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. There's a flag. Field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. That kick. A nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And they got it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Liberty Flames.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this 2nd half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
The Gators head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the 1st half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the 3rd. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Jones wants to throw it. He's got the tight end.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The sure hands, it's Jackson. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Buying some time as he moves left. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. The snap sets up the throw. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Jones to throw. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the income.
Here's a little room there. Inside the touchdown Gators, and the beatdown has ensued. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Bernard. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Running inside, it's Ball. Powers through another broken tackle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Gator! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Quick step and go. There's a crease. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Henry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Caught near the sticks. It's Messer. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Makes it past the marker. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a give the ball. Could be an alley. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Here's Jaden one more time. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Catch in the middle. It's Mooney. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The run inside. It's Pryor.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff for Ball. Breaks the tackle. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Ball. Got a little grass. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for space. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And listen, I know there's people at home watching this after that touchdown run with no time left, that they're just piling on. But listen, there's time on the clock. You got to keep competing. You got to keep playing. And if you don't want us to drive up the score, then tackle us and stop us. That's what they're saying.